Concerning your study times, your time schedule, allot certain amount of time to specific targets. So instead of trying to finish everything in one day, limit the time of your daily tasks to prevent any type of burnout. Always remember, Rome wasn't built in a day either, meaning another day, another way. So preserve your energy just like a long distance runner instead of a sprinter who's going for an all-out sprint. So therefore, structure your day according to your rest and your recovery times, and such as sleep, sports, etc. And moreover, you can have one thing, or you should actually have one thing you're looking forward to on a daily basis. Any fun things. For example, for me, it is going out in the afternoon, enjoying the sun, or maybe in the evening, meeting with friends or catching up with family members. So this is a time where you can socialize and also actively decompress from these intensive studies, that you can basically pull off these high performance studies on a daily basis. So have fun in a disciplined manner to stay consistent with your work and your studies, and as well as with your rest. For example, farmers, they go to bed and get up at the same time, no matter if it is during the week or during the weekend. So even if in the weekend they went out a little bit longer, they still get up the next day on the same time, and they might go for a snooze in the afternoon, just to in order to stay in the habit of in the rhythm. In this manner, your progress becomes very easily trackable. You can then afterwards adjust your studies according to your needs. Say, for example, you study Latin for 1 hour per day, and after a fortnight, after 3 weeks, you find out 1 hour isn't enough. Then you maybe want to devote 2 hours on it. Ancient Greek grammar, maybe 90 minutes is too much, maybe 60 minutes is quite sufficient. Perhaps instead of writing 2 hours or devoting 2 hours of your day for writing a semester paper, you need to devote 3 hours. So this becomes afterwards very evident what you need to do, what you need to tweak and adjust on a daily basis in order to meet your deadlines and your study goals. And it becomes very obvious. Then the tweaking and the adjusting become fairly simple. So write down your daily schedule the night before to rule out any confusion. So by the time the morning comes, you shouldn't be confused about anything what you need to do, but you should just ideally execute. So have a clear structure to be flexible during the day, meaning even if something anticipated comes up, then you can even incorporate it into your days. Just to give you a quick example, like once, just a small thing, an unscheduled meeting came up, which I wasn't really prepared for. And I was really tied up on this day with my work. So I was asking the person, is it completely necessary that we do it over Zoom? Because then I only have 10 minutes. Instead, if we just do it over the telephone, I will do it on my bike ride, and I can devote 1 to 1.5 hours to you. So we did it on the bike, and we had the whole meeting like for 1.5 hours while I was doing my sports. I had the meeting at the same time, finished, no problem. Lastly, ordinary people react, whereas intelligent people anticipate. So keep on asking your questions, especially when very important things are coming up. What could screw it up? Meaning, what could come into the way? And have a solution always at the back of your head. So be so organized that you, if things are coming up, if things are like getting into the way, they are not stopping you by any means. For example, if you have a very important presentation at the university, then go much earlier to the university. This is what I did. I didn't go just like 10 minutes before. I was there already at the university already like 1 or 1.5 hours earlier, and was sitting and working from then in the library, from which I only needed to shift the room. Because if my bicycle were to break down on the way, then I still had sufficient time to like basically walk to the university. Right now, in the last few days, my heating broke down, my first bicycle broke down, my backup bicycle broke down, and my mobile phone broke down. But since I'm quite organized, it's more of an inconvenience rather than something which really stops me in my tracks. And these days, I don't think about it much anymore. I just quickly get it fixed, basically on the next day. So it's like already the heating is fixed, the first bicycle is fixed, the second bicycle will be fixed by tomorrow, my mobile phone will be fixed by next week. It takes me a little bit time in these days to fix or allot the fixing, but it doesn't really stop me in my tracks. And even if bigger things come up, try to always have a solution-based mindset so that you can quickly surmount all obstacles. Any questions and comments concerning this regard, leave them down below. And if you found this video helpful, like and subscribe the channel and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video when I put one out. All right, guys, I see you soon.